Hey guys, we are doing a little sketching here. This is a new thing that I'm trying. Just thought it might be fun. I was just sketching anyway, and I thought, you know what? Let's go live. Yeah, I've never done a drawing stream before, so okay, I think that's looking good. So we're doing a Darth Revan drawing. It's a sketching of something I found online, so it's inspired art. I finished KOTOR somewhat recently, as you guys know from my latest video. So just was feeling inspired. Okay. Just about set up here. Okay. Just pulling up my reference material. Okay. It's actually nice not being on camera. So, it's a Monday night. Don't got a whole lot going on tomorrow morning, so I figured I'd stay up late. It's about 11:30 where I'm at. I don't have my good mic on right now. Just my gaming headset because I was listening to music. Because I'm a gamer. So if you guys have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them. Aside from that, I am not planning on doing a ton of commentary, just as I see fit. So right now, I'm working on a sketch layer. Get this to be a little deeper. Okay. So what we're starting here is the cape. I definitely overshot the background dimensions, as you can tell by the straight lines. They're just like way too big. I kind of almost feel like I don't think I can share more than one screen. I'd like to share the music that I'm playing in my headphones. I was so sad I lost my drawing pen, stylus, whatever you want to call it. Didn't draw anything for like a week or two, and I finally found it. I'm so excited. I'm pretty new to like digital art. I asked for a drawing tablet for Christmas. I never know what to ask for Christmas. I I don't know. I had a bit of a calling to get back into art. So I thought, you know what? I'm never going to buy a drawing tablet. Let's just ask for one. So we're still working on the cape here. Yeah, obviously, I don't know Revan well enough to draw him from memory. So the reference material is really helpful. I'm pretty sure this reference material I'm talking about is also just like fan art too. It's not like official art. I think this breastplate is almost too big. So if you're watching this live, I'm not even checking comments right now, but you know what? I'm not liking this chest plate. I just think that I kind of messed it up. Okay, I want this to be more like here. A little more of a curve. That looks better. Yeah, and then on this side, okay, I got to start with the arm at some point. Shit. Nope. I need to get the arm done so I can get my dimensions right. It's a little hard with this reference material because it kind of blends into the cape. So right now I'm listening to funk and vapor trap, like a chill version of it. This arm almost looks too big, but that is the dimensions of my reference material. So, okay, so this chest plate is supposed to go into here. And then there's another piece here. Ish. You know what? It's this other arm that's messing me up. I just gotta forget about it because, like, it's not good. The sketch layer is, in my opinion, the most fun. It's what I like the best. Doesn't have to be perfect. You're just doing your best. Okay, so it kind of like cuffs a little bit here. And then, yeah, I was just like, I went way too big here. With digital art, I'm trying to learn how to, it's very different than paper art. So I'm trying to like learn different approaches to it. I should probably use some straight lines. That would be helpful. like that. Of course, it's not going to be a straight line later, but it helps me reference. So it's a little bit curved. So you can tell it's fan art. It would be more stiff and rigid, but when you're making your own art, you can kind of curve it with the arm. Makes it look more cool. Not as realistic, but more cool. So that's looking pretty good. So this hand is going to be holding the red lightsaber. Maybe just for fun. Just for fun, we'll do a red line. Because why not? What is this? Oh shit. That doesn't make sense, does it? I would have to get something thicker like this. Whoa, that is way too thick. Something like that. I don't ever do color on my sketch layer. But, you know, we're living a little tonight. That's okay. I can break the rules a little bit. I've never really taken a good look at his lightsaber. It's pretty cool. Kind of comes out like that. See, that line is fucked up already. Just actually going to erase it. It's just going to mess me up. We'll get to the color soon enough. It's pretty cool, actually. It kind of like, whoa, my size is off now. Nope. A little bigger. Good enough. Kind of like there's a piece that comes out like that. And there's another piece. Again, I'm pretty confident this is like fan art, but I've never actually looked at what his official lightsaber looks like. Because if you guys have played KOTOR, you don't realize where Revan is until it's too late. He's almost like an end game character. You don't get a whole lot of time to absorb him, sadly. But I think I see the appeal of him. There's just a mystery to him. Speaking of which, I really need to make my KOTOR review. That looks like shit. But that's fine. It's just a rough draft. Yeah, it's just a rough draft. Okay. Proportion-wise, that makes sense to me. Another one here. Whoa. Be tricky getting this. There we go. That looks good. Another one here. That looks like shit. That looks like shit. That looks like shit. Good enough. Good enough for a draft. Yeah, that works. That works. And now I think I made this circle too big. I think it should have been, I should actually use my circle tool. Oops. Hang on. Let's just go ahead and erase that. It's hard to erase completed sections sometimes. So let's go ahead and... The trickiest thing about circles is like everything matters like where you start it. If you don't start it in just the perfect spot, the whole thing is fucked up. Okay, I need some help. So this is the center of his chest right here. And then this would be the center of his ab line. I think this is fucked up over here. I think that it should end here. So I might have to wing it a little bit in that area. But this should be his center here. So the circle should be over this. So kind of like that. Yeah, that looks good. And that kind of wraps around it like a ring. But time for another drink. And then he's got more cloth here. It kind of flows out like that. So it kind of like it really goes out here because his leg is like sticking out on this one. So these are like, it's very tattered. And then actually I fucked that up. His robes are more like that. The tattered rags are more like out here. Yeah. So this goes out like that. And then around and up. Looks like shit. Like that, yeah. And then kind of like, yep. Okay. And then from his like waistline here, there's another piece of material. It kind of comes down like this. That's looking pretty good. Okay, let's get these decorative ring holders. That's all they are. Whatever. Just a sketch, doesn't really matter. Starting to look pretty good though here. It's going to be fun shading all these wrinkles. So the question now is his arm fucked up with his body? It might look that way until the second arm is done. You might be noticing a theme here. By the way, if anyone is watching, if you could like the stream, that would be very helpful for my channel. I would appreciate that. Okay. How's that looking? It's looking okay. I think the proportions might be a little off, but it's always hard to say at the start because it's so bundled up there. Back to our straight line, friends. I almost got this arm proportionately right, but it's further back, so it should be a little bit smaller. All right, I'm just going to go make a drink. BRB. All right, and we are back with a fresh drink. I love drinking and drawing almost as much as I like drinking and driving. I can get away with saying things like that because I'm a small channel. The song I'm listening to is Poppin'. Okay. So with the saber, it would be helpful if, because I don't know, I don't think it's a curved saber. So we take a line like that and kind of like get it to go through. Might be a curved saber. I don't really know. Okay. You know what? I never even shared this stream. I'm just going to go ahead and pop this into my Discord here. Let's see if anyone wants to pop in. Okay, thanks for your patience there. I don't know why I forgot to do that. You know, straight lines are always tough. That's why I use the tool. And I will for more of the final draft. So we have kind of like the rough outline. He has like a lot of like lines here. Those are more like light reflections. Oh, he's looking pretty good. Let's get into some lower body. My reference material doesn't have a whole lot down here, so I might have to follow that lead. Down here. Hands used to be really hard for me. It just takes a lot of practice. Even though I'm like kind of like sketching someone's already drawn hand, I find it really helpful to just look at your own hand, especially if you're like making original material. See, this angle just looks a little funky to me. I want to use straight lines. You know what? Honestly, that's about how it looks. Yeah. So the cape kind of comes out like that. You just check the reference. Falls over like this. Is that too much space? I don't know. I don't even care if anyone's in the stream. I mean, it would be nice, but I'm having fun. Okay, let's connect this cape. See, I've already fucked this up here. So this cape should be like way down here. I should have been looking. That's one of the problems with digital art. You can't, if you're zoomed in, you don't have perspective of the whole thing. Despite it being a sketch. I still like to erase. Now, this is his leg here. I believe this is like the start of his leg. So I believe it does kind of like this. Let me just look. Yeah, the reference material kind of ends that here. So I might have to just kind of go with that. I could improvise, but I just might just get creative with it. With like smoke and stuff. I think I'll probably have to go and look at like an original version of Revan, because this reference material gets really like shady, as in like literally shady. Can't see. That's okay. It's a lot of blacks, darks, which is a little bit tougher, but I think we'll manage. Why is this? No, not good. I gotta follow this line. About up here. Follow this line. About here. Now let's do the bottom. Okay. So that's kind of like, that's looking like layer 1 here. It's pretty good progress. So the next thing is, I could start with some colors, but I should probably start with an outline. Get a proper outline going here. Okay, so let's make a new layer. I'd like to do that, but it's a stupid thing in the way here. Ink outline. There. So I usually like to use kind of like a fine tip Sharpie for this. That's how you can imagine it. So it doesn't have a lot of forgiveness, but the lines all look clear. Yeah, that looks good. Why does this look like shit when I zoom in? That's super weird. It's never looked like that before. Might be because I'm streaming. Okay, so yeah, this looks like shit when I zoom in. What the hell? Let's zoom back out. Yeah, it looks good when I zoom out. Then when I zoom in, it looks like shit. Okay, whatever. We'll roll with the punches here. So we're doing official lines now. I didn't actually finish the hood. That's okay. We'll fix it now. Comes more out like here. It bunches up like that. Okay. Oops. This is the top. This is going to come down, make its own little wrinkle. And then it's going to connect like that. I think I want it to be a little bigger. I want it to come out to like there, maybe. And then we'll fix it later. And this is going to come like that. Just erase this. Looks pretty good. So then we erase the sketch. We see how we're looking. We can fix that later. May as well continue to finish the hood. Okay, hang on. I have to go back to my sketch layer. I just have to do a little bit of a better job. That looks like that. That kind of comes down like that. I really have to erase these circles. They look awful. They're not even really that important at this moment, but I'm obsessing over them. This drawing that I'm referencing is phenomenal, man. I just hope that I can get a fraction of the quality that this guy had. Kind of comes up like that. Like that. And there's another piece that comes down like that. Yeah, this is all just wrinkles. It's all just layers. Okay, I'm going to go back to my pen. So why I started with the hood and not the mask? I guess you could go either way. It's just all about getting proportions right. And you kind of use things that you have already drawn as references. See now the sketch layers. Oh no. I didn't switch back. I gotta erase it. Oh shit. Fuck. I fucked up. Okay. I was on the wrong layer. I just have to redo that. Thank goodness I checked that when I did. It just defeats the whole point of having a sketch layer if you just draw it on the same layer. If you're into digital art, you probably understand why. That looks like shit. Mirroring is difficult sometimes. So this is just above the visor. That's something I messed up in my sketch. So the visor should really be down here. Like that. I'm just going to do like a rough. This is a light reflection there. So I don't mix it up again. I just want to shade that in. Oh yeah. And then the lines. It's going to be a little bit tricky. Arguably the most important part of the drawing. You fuck this up and everyone will know. Can't look wonky at all. Has to be perfect. You get one thing perfect, it has to be the mask. There's like a piece there. There. That looks all right. I'm not a fan of this yet, but we'll work on it. This should be longer. This should be like way down here. I have to fix this whole thing. Okay. Sketch. Erase. But see, the thing is now, I think, no, I shouldn't. I shouldn't do that. I'm going to really fuck up my proportions. Let's just make it a little bit longer. See, you can get caught up in the moment and stop paying attention to everything else. Perfect line. That looks like shit. Kind of like that. Yeah, that's perfect. And then this line connects like that. Perfect. I can't see it in the reference material, but I can assume that it has kind of like that on the other side. Yeah, something like that. Okay, so now I actually forgot to do this in my sketch, but I'll just do it now. No, a little more narrow. Fuck. Come on. And then down over that. A little bit of a curve. This mask is already a little bit more slender than I wanted, but I think it's going to turn out okay, actually. I fucked up. That should be like that. I'm going to fill this in a little bit. And respect the light reflections. Which is right like that. Kind of like that, yeah. Looks shitty now, but it'll make sense later. Especially because there's like more of that like here. And then like up here. Kind of like that. Fills in there. And then that in there. I'm kind of jumping the gun a little bit on this shading. I think I'm just excited to see the mask come together. But I will have to work on shading and stuff later. This is all dark in here. That's all dark. And it kind of like comes up and around. Like that. We'll probably need an airbrush for some of this. See, that's the problem. It's like, well, if I shade in like this, then you can't see the mask at all. So you just have to be careful with shading too early. It's hard not to, though. Shading's the funnest part. I'm supposed to be doing hard lines. I actually missed a lot of detail in my initial sketching. So these are supposed to be more here. Like that. And this one's supposed to be a little more like that. Now I'm going to go back and erase that because that's like super distracting. I don't know what happened there. Okay. And these are like squares. I don't know why it looks so, it doesn't look very detailed unless I zoom out. It looks like shit when I zoom in. It's just making it hard for me to like draw with precision, you know? I think it's because I'm streaming. I've never streamed drawing before. But whatever, we'll do the best we can. I'm having fun regardless. What is happening with these lines? Sheesh. This one goes kind of like that. But then the cape covers it. Like right here. The cape comes down. I guess this is just kind of like another sketch layer, honestly. Or something like this, it just needs more. Okay, I don't want to get too distracted with the cape. So if we go to Always got to remind yourself what you're doing. Oh, sorry about that weird noise that I'm sure came through the mic there. I think these circles turned out okay. Well, they're not really circles, I guess. If I stop streaming, I think that it will become very clear because it is very pixely on my screen. I don't know. Maybe it's better in yours. This looks like it's maybe like a scarf kind of thing here. This is a really cool chest plate. I'm going to actually look at the stream on my phone for a second. Just curious how it's looking on your end. Okay. How long do I want to stream? It's already 12:30 in the morning. A little bit longer. This pixely art is kind of throwing me off. I think this is kind of like a circle over here, but I can't really tell. Looks that way to me. I'll probably post updates of this drawing in the Discord server. So I think this is supposed to be like that. So there's some more mechanical pieces here that I'm missing that go like this. I can already tell my proportions are not perfect, but that's okay. It will all make sense very soon. I did choose really difficult reference material, so this is kind of like, I guess you could call it sketch layer 2. That's really what it is. Come on. Nope. A little more like there. Yeah, that works. I'll fix it up later. Like that. Like that. Down like that. Kind of comes around like that. See, this shit takes so long. Okay. Let's get to the abdomen area. Should have made this a little bit wider from the start. Yeah, I'm all over the place here. Fuck. Yeah, it looks good. I kind of missed a bit of a layer there earlier. Ugh. I'm scared to do this line. Nope. Nope. Start it that way and go around. Yeah, that worked pretty good. Okay. Nope. Yeah, this is difficult. Okay, not perfect, but that was really close. Okay, I'm going to go with that one. This bottom piece is bigger. I don't really know what this is. I'm assuming it's a hilt. Or it's another ring. I know you guys can't see the reference material that I'm working with. Come on, come on. Okay, that looks okay. So it comes around like this. I don't love that, but I don't hate it. I don't know what this metal piece is. I don't know what it is. It makes it much harder to draw. Oh, circles are hard. Fuck. How does it go so wrong? Okay, good enough. Okay, so this piece is like that. And there's a big piece here. So like that. And another one like that. It does actually make drawing the ring easier because they don't actually have to draw a whole ring. Just part of it. I'm thinking I'm probably going to wrap it up soon because it is getting very late where I am and I'm getting very hungry. Just want to work on a few more details. These rings are much bigger on this side. Because this part of Revan's body is closer. Eh, not the greatest, but not the worst. Let's go like that. I don't love that either, but I have to improvise that section. But it might be hidden. That. Some material hiding that so it curves. And that line went pretty well perfect. I do love wrinkles. They're fun. And the more imperfect they are, the better they look. Which I love. It gives you a lot of creative freedom. Easy to get hung up on it, though. Details that don't really matter. Yeah, I think I'm about reaching my limit for today. I just wanted to do a little bit more on this other arm. And maybe we'll do a part 2. We'll do a part 2 maybe. We'll see. Perfect. I could use a tool for this, but I don't want to. That looks good. A little bit of palm plating here. Armor plating is really fun. I love drawing armor. You just add all the little pieces as you go. It's awesome. And it's easier. Maybe it's just it feels easier because I'm enjoying it more. Okay, so the thumb piece. Hang on. That's that. Kind of mess this piece up here. Oh, that's a sketch line. I don't need that line. Okay. It's looking pretty good. It'll look better when I'm not sharing my screen. But yeah, it's pretty good for now. Maybe we'll do a part 2. All right. Awesome. Well, thank you guys for watching. If you watching offline or live, I appreciate you. Subscribe if you haven't. Be sure to check out the gaming channel. Oh shit, I didn't even see your comments there, Paper. Sorry about that. Yeah, thanks. I appreciate that. I didn't get a notification that anyone commented, but yeah, appreciate that, man. Thank you. I'm still learning digital art. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. May the force be with you, and I'll see you next time.